We spoke to Donald Trump Jr. last night in a wide-ranging interview. We talked before the nominee's oldest son took the stage in primetime. His brother Eric will speak tonight, and their sister Ivanka will introduce their father, Donald Trump, at tomorrow night's acceptance speech. Trump Jr. says there's a reason for the family's prominent role in the campaign.
I think the voters of this country have said, hey, maybe we want to get away from the establishment a little bit. Maybe we want to get away from some of that. Maybe we'll bring some new thought to these ideas. So I think, infusing some characters that aren't, the same old people that oftentimes got us in these positions. I think that's going to be something different and new, and I think that's important. I think that's what the voters have wanted.
Day one of this convention, the featured speaker was Melania Trump. Yes. The crowd loved it. Yes. And then we learned that several of the graphs appear to be lifted from Michelle Obama's 2008 convention speech. And was this a disservice to her? Was it an embarrassment?
Listen, I imagine, those people, shouldn't have done that or should have, cleaned it up better. But, that's not what we're here to talk about. Again, I'm proud of the way she did. I thought she did excellently.
Corey Lewandowski, the previous campaign manager, suggested that what happened with Melania's speech suggests that it's amateur hour with the new campaign manager, Paul Manafort.
There's a reason Paul's in the position that he is today, and Corey's not, and it's not because Paul's amateur hour. It has nothing to do with that. I think it's nonsense. I've heard that other people asked, oh, is the family on the outs with Paul? Total nonsense. We couldn't be more happy with the work that he's doing, the way he's tackling these things, the way he's handling the organization of everything going forward. He's done a phenomenal job. I wish we had him on earlier.
This state, Ohio,
yes,
that we're having this convention, how important is it for your father to win this state in order to win the presidency?
Well, listen, it's an incredibly important state. One of the first jobs he ever, owned and worked on was in Ohio, in Cincinnati. And, so there's something near and dear to his heart here. But he speaks to these people, the hardworking blue-collar Americans that built this country, that made this country what it is. They're the only people that don't have a voice anymore.
And the vice presidential pick, yes, Mike Pence. You were very involved in that. What was the top thing to you that said, this should be my father's running mate?
Honestly, it was a tough decision. When we met with him and when my siblings met with him, and, you just right away you saw, this is the guy that's for my father. I mean, they're very different personality-wise, and I think you need that balance. You have my father already being that guy. You don't need two of those guys. And I also love the fact that he was told one of the reasons he got into politics was seeing the disasters and the scandals of the Clinton administration in the 90s. That was why he wanted to come in and just do the right thing and be the right kind of politician that we just don't have enough of in this country.
He's very impressive. The other question I asked him last night, of the 71 primetime speakers we're going to see this week, only 7 are black, only 3 are Latino. Women, just a third of those speaking in primetime. He said he's okay with that lineup, even though it shows a lack of diversity.
A lot of people aren't okay, but it sure did sound like they were telling Corey Lewandowski to go sit down.
Yes, they were.
They're very much behind Paul Manafort.
Yes.
But the point that has often been made that after the defeat in 2012, the one thing that they said the party needed was to reach out and expand its membership.
Indeed.
Right.